Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to Returning at Home with me. Unfortunately, I was out on the airworm tonight. Doug couldn't make it, and it didn't get any answers to the you are sent out. Anyway, I will do my best to see who's in the chat and stuff, and from time to time, just stop and see who's on. So, who we have? Let's see. Hi, Todd, Gerard, Roger, Wayne, Malcolm, who else? Oman River, Dale, uh, 260, who else? The screen's going up and down like a yo-yo. When you have to do all this yourself, it's a bit of a learning curve. So who else was in at the start? Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. And say hi to myself. Roger Kent. Yes, I think I've mentioned everybody that's in so far. So I will get into it and see what's going on. And hi, Anthony, welcome. Right, that's enough. I can't concentrate on that and concentrate on this. So I'll take a wee look at it for if there's any questions. So what am I doing tonight? I'll just change the camera. So I have a piece of beach, I think it is. It's one of my mystery blocks of wood that was out in my wood pile. So it's 7 by 7 by 4 1/4. So what we're doing tonight is we're doing a pedestal bowl. I look at my wee diagram and all. That's all coming away, blah, blah, blah. So you can see where I've drawn these black lines here. There's a couple of cracks in it. It's not the greatest piece of wood, but most of this will be turned away from the middle part. This is the base, and this will be the top of the bowl. So hopefully we'll be able to turn those cracks out. I have had a good look at it, and there's nothing toward worrying me. It's not going to explode on me, I don't think. Couldn't say those things, should I? Oh dear. I hope I'm coming in loud and clear, everybody, because nobody said anything. Hi, Matt. Gav. Right. I'm just going to start here because I'm on my own. So we'll just get this out of the way. Every time I move this mouse over here, I always lose you. So hopefully you're still there. Yeah, you are. So as I said, it's a piece of beach, I think, 7 by 7 by 4 1/4 inches deep. So it's a hefty big piece of wood still to start with. Thing about starting with a big piece like this here, you want to turn your speed down and take all precautions necessary. Make sure it's all nice and tight and you're happy to proceed before you start to lay it up. Because the last thing you want is this thing coming off and meeting your face, as I say. Oh, good. So, first of all, we're going to take some timber off the bottom of this and we'll get to the round position. So it's round. And then you can see the shape of it is going to be a pedestal bowl. I don't think I've done one of these before. I'm saying that I will go this afternoon, like with another piece, but it was only roughed out, so that doesn't count, does it? Hi, Alec. Who else is in there? Andy. Wayne. I said Wayne. I didn't. Thank you, Malcolm. Sounds good. Okay, good, good. So I'm going to start, guys. So I'll try and if there's any questions, I'll try and keep an eye on the screen here and see if I don't miss it. But anyway, we're going to get the lathe up and we'll see what it's going to let me turn at, because it's still out of balance, this thing. And I would say around 800 revolutions is a fair wee bit of speed. I just that camera for you, and you can see where I am. So I'm going to take some off the corner here to start with, and we'll see how it goes. And it needs more speed. It doesn't like going too slow. So I'm just under 1,000 revs at the minute. So I'm gently taking some stuff away from a corner. And despite all its cracks, it's turning lovely. It's nice and nice big ribbons coming off it. So I want to get it down to the round so it's not vibrating as much, and I can get the speed up a wee bit. So we'll just stop that. Adjust our tool rest. And you should always stop the lathe when you adjust your tool rest. I know a lot of times I don't do it, but tonight I'm going to, because right, we can see we're down to the round there. So you can see that crack now appearing where we have came through there. So hopefully when I take the center out of this bit where the pedestal will go here, if we're lucky, we should stay in one piece. He says. Right, okay. So just gingerly taking some of this off at a time. No need to go mad. I just need to bring the tool rest on again. Oh, that's some that wee pointy bit sticking out just that wee bit further than the rest of it. So this is where you stop your tool rest and make sure, or the lathe, and get your tool rest positioned right. So you can see the rest of those cracks now starting to appear. I'm just hoping I can get away with it without it falling apart. Right. Hi, Brian. Welcome along. Nope. Wheel rest moved a wee bit there. So I hope everybody's well. That's great sunshine we're here having for in this month of May. It's very good. Not unusual. Just coming back from the other direction to that turn out. Right, we'll stop and have a look at this and see where it is. It's still not nowhere round, like, so we're getting there. So the cracks don't seem to be any worse than when I started. So I'll move our tool rest in, rotate it by hand to make sure it's clear. So this is where we need to come down to. This is bringing it to the round. As you can see, it's not a square piece of timber. It's all shapes. So the sooner we get it into the round, the better. Let's see if we can get a wee bit more speed up and now. It's almost there's 1200. That's just stop before the end. Come back out of our direction. So we'll just stop and have a wee look to see if that's round yet. And it seems to be round. And just the cracks are still here. I was hoping it would disappear, so it was. So that's okay. So we'll just take a bit more off this and we'll turn the speed up. Make sure everything's still nice and secure. You can see it's cutting nicely. So I'll just stop and have a look here and see where we are. I'm looking for these cracks, you see. So there was one just coming down that edge and it doesn't seem to go any further than that. So that's a good sign. The next big crack in the piece is just here. We'll be taking the whole center out of that, hopefully, and rounding our bowl over there. So we need to get a better cut than that. It's quite torn out there. Don't know why that happened. It's a wee bit bulky, I would say. So we'll try and get a push cut across this and clean it up. So I'm going to increase the speed again. Just stop before the end. We'll just have an RB look at that and see what it's like. Well, that tidied that up. Nice, nice cut on that. Nice finish. Still have the cracks, but hopefully they'll go away. Excuse me, wait out. Cough my lungs up. Get a drink before choke. All right. So this is going to be our top of our bowl, and it's going to be that dimension. So we need to start taking the timber out of the middle bit of this. And we don't want to go to, we don't want to go too far. Where's my pencil? So as my wee drawing showing you, it's coming around here somewhere like that. So on, and then you've got your foot on the bottom, and the same on the other side. So we need to take a bit of timber around from this area here, and this is where these are couple of cracks are. So hopefully this will do the job. Just looking at chat. Hi Lucy. Anybody else come in there? I don't think so. As you can see, I'm on my Todd tonight. So nobody to talk in my ear, distract me. So I'll take some more timber out of this. Being worried that we don't want to go too far up above here because we want to start around that bowl over. But in order to do that, I'm going to take some more timber out of the sander here. Hi, John. Welcome along, mate. So, nope. So I'm going to have an RV look to see where these cracks are, because I am worrying about them. If I'm not, but I am scared of it going bang on me when we get some. Right, there's nothing showing anywhere than in that bottom half. So the next one's here. This will be coming away as we take the bowl round. And anyway, there's a wee bit of a crack there. That'll be coming away. So the bigger one is here. You can just see it in the camera there. So hopefully when I start around this rover, so I'm going to start just to get the shape, initial shape of this. So what you don't want to do is make your foot away too small and take all this timber away. Because when you turn it around to take the bowl from the inside out, it's going to vibrate like mad. And that's why I had to be go this afternoon and made sure what way to do this. So I've tannin on this side and I've recess on this side. So I might shift it round and hollow some more of the inside of that out, and then turn it back and forth. We'll see how we go as it goes. I just want to do it as safely as possible. As I said, I haven't done a pedestal bowl before. I watched a couple of videos this afternoon on it, and everybody seems to have a different approach to it. So I don't know. Let's see, what's Lucy saying? Yeah, thank you, Lucy. I thought somebody else would have answered me tonight, but didn't bars backside. Anyway, so we'll start to take some shape off this, and So you can start to see the outline of the shape of this. So let us see where our cracks are. Anybody else come in there? Nope, not that I can see. Right. I'm glad to say all the cracks have sort of disappeared. That's good. That's a good sign. So I want to get some. This is the size I want to leave it. I don't want to make it any smaller. With a lot of timber to take off this from here in the middle. So we want to get our shape more or less established before we do any of the taking away bit, because you can't put it back. All right, so so just stop for the very end. You don't want to tear that out. And you see I've just domed that over a wee bit so it's falling into the bowl as it goes over. So that's how we looked for any telltale signs of it's going to fall apart. No, I think I've got them all. That's good to see, because I didn't know what. I actually cut quite a bit of timber off this black wood this afternoon, and when I was trying to true it up to near enough a size I could work with, because there's cracks all over it, and I cut all the cracks off, but those ones were in the center with it. So that's okay. I'm happy with that. So we'll move our tool list in, and we'll take this down a wee bit further and start to shape us. So I don't want to take too much out of the center of this, because it means when I turn it around to take the bowl out, it's going to be sitting quite away without any support of timber. So I might take the bowl out of this first and then put it back on a wee small tenon, and then finish the foot on the inside of this here. If you follow. So anyway. I think that's a good size of a foot. I'll just show you in the tailstock. So there's our foot. I think that's a good size. I don't want it falling over, so we'll take some more of this away. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Stab it again. It needs a nice clean and cut to finish that. Just tore out a wee bit there and there. So as I said, I haven't finished that yet. I want to take it in a wee bit further, but I don't. What I'm scared of is when I turn it around and start taking this, it's going to vibrate. The piece I done this afternoon, it didn't vibrate because it was a bit smaller in this. I'm only initially to see what way I'm going about this. So Just checking the chat there. Nobody. Oh, I didn't realize when you volunteered. I didn't see it. Anyway. Here, just soldier on. Take a wee bit more. Oh, take a wee bit more out of that. So that's giving me some sort of reference to the foot of this. So I think what I'm going to do is turn this around and take some of this weight out of the top of this, and then I can put it another cannon on it. I'm just thinking, will I have to change chucks to? I think I would. That's cheaper than the one I done this afternoon. But I can take a wee bit of timber out. It just means there's less here of chance of getting the vibration. So I'll just turn it around and take a wee bit of this out. Just engage that while we tighten that up. Okay, so we can tree the face of that up and so on. Okay. There's a wee bit of a wobble on that. Right, just want to see what the edge of this is like, because it was all a bit torn. That's a nice clean edge on it. Yeah, happy with that. So I'll remove some of this timber here and put another chucking point on it so we can turn it back again. But we'll remove some of this timber first. I just changed the camera. There's nobody to tell me to change the camera, so forgive me if I'm a wee bit slow on it. Okay, so we'll take that wee nubby fellow off, and we'll take the rest of that side down. Take this inner wall down to about that level, and then we'll put a chucking point on again. Turn it back again. I think it'll be okay at that stage. Just I didn't want to be working on the whole piece, so gently does it until we get working in towards the headstock. Okay. Yeah, we're getting vibration now on this wall here. That's what I was scared of. That's why I left most of this bulk in the middle here. I didn't want to go. If we take it down too much, you will have a problem. They're vibrating and maybe breaking. What's going on? So yeah, happy enough for that. So I was able to get that side wall down quite a bit there, as you can see, and it looks fairly clean to me. No tear out on the end grain. That's good. So we'll put a tenon back on this and we'll turn it around and we'll finish the bottom half of this and then we'll turn it back and finish the inside. So just create my wee dovetail again for the tuck jaws. So I'll just mark that center hole again in case for any reason I might need it for some reason. So it's centered. So yeah, else came in there. My copper rub. So we're starting to get the shape of it. So let's hope I can chuck this and still turn the key. That's what I was thinking about earlier. Of my old Donald jaws there, of them stuck, but I think I can get it. Just bring the chuck or tailstock up to give me a bit of pressure when I put that on, and then we'll tighten it up. Okay, so I think I'm safe enough now to finish the whole bottom off this piece and then get it sanded and stuff, and then we can turn it around and do the inside. So I think that's the best way to go about that. I don't know what you think about that, but having not done one before, I was really scared of getting a whole lot of vibration and piece breaking, going bang, because of the, if you imagine you have that big whole bit of timber and then you take that down too thin to make your stem thing, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, it seems to be all good. And right, Wayne, let's see. If I put the link in the chat, can you get it from that? I don't have your. There's the link, Wayne, if you can click on it. Oh, it's not up yet. I have to put it in there. There you are. If you click on that, Wayne, then you can come in. And there's Wayne. There you are.
Evening, guys.
Thank you for coming in. I'll put you back in the background.
No problem.
Oh dear. I've got the wee voice in my ear now. It's different. Right. Okay, so I maybe take this wee this foot down 1/4 of an inch. I said I like that size, but I think I'll just take it down a wee bit more. That looks about right to me. So
It's looking good so far, Paul.
yeah. I've never had the pleasure of doing one of these before, and it just came to me during a dream last night. I'm gonna say, what am I gonna do? I'm always thinking of what I'm gonna do, because you don't want to repeat all things over and over again. Trying to make it different, you know. So we're going to start to shape this part of the stem, middle, whatever you want to call it, and maybe take a cut off this to true that up first.
I tried to do one of these last week, but the wood was that punky that the
Yeah,
tenon
seen
broke.
that. Yeah, seen that. And that's where that came in my dream. I was thinking about it. Just have to be careful here, because I've no weight behind that. That's why I sort of finished a nice cut. Yeah, I think it'll stand up all right.
Gav said he's only ever done one of these in 3 pieces.
3 pieces.
Yeah, that'll be the bowl, the center part, and the base.
Yeah, well, probably that's the way to go about it. But
oh, Malcolm's asking if you. Yeah, Malcolm's asking if you can use move the camera towards the headstock a wee bit.
Right, hold on. Where's that camera? That better?
That's better.
So I want to try and get some sort of shape on it. I don't know what shape I'm going to go for. We'll just take wood away and then make a decision then. Keep it in mind, you don't want to make it too thin.
MB Woodturning's just come in. He's just finished work and come straight in. I'm I'm not going to go back through to the beginning of the chat to see everybody that's in. Just welcome everyone. Thanks for coming along.
Still looks a wee bit big to me. Take a bit more off it.
Have all the cracks disappeared, Paul?
All the cracks are away.
Grand.
I was worried about those because I didn't know how deep they went, but every one of them's gone. Every one. Right, that looks all right. Yep. Stay in there. I think that's my shape there. Right, we'll just change over the spindle gouge here. Do a wee bit of turning around with it.
It's looking good so far. I do like the shape.
Slight wee bevel on as the foot. Oh, fuck. Excuse me for saying a bad word. I hit that. I wasn't concentrating. Not that. Yeah.
So what's everybody been up to with all the fine weather that we've been having?
There was just one wee dent still left there. Still there. Just feeling the inside. That's where I stopped in there. I think I still can get it out.
Is it too deep to sand out, Paul?
Yeah, too deep to sand out. We hear them all night sanding that. And unfortunately, I have somewhere else to be tomorrow night. Right there. There's just a wee nibble of it. Just poking its eye out.
Malcolm Douglas has just come back for a week spent in Chester.
Sure
Gav said he's fed up. He's stopped drinking and eating healthily and has ended up with gout. Yeah, I get that. I get that quite a lot, Gav. Believe it or not.
Right, I'm just going to see if I can get a better finish on this. It's quite torn out here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, sorry, Paul. I'm interrupting you.
You're all right.
Lucy had to take Keziah to the doctors this morning. She's got Lyme disease. That's not good.
Poor dear.
And Brian's just come in. Good evening, Brian.
Good evening, Brian.
I'm afraid Doug's busy tonight, so you're having to put up with me, isn't he, Worm? Got to say, I really loved the piece you did last week, Brian. No probs, Brian. You know, Lucy's saying Kazia's now got 17 days of antibiotics to take. Well, that's not good.
Right. Happy enough for that. Let's see if I cleaned that up. I think I did. It feels nice and smooth. Yeah, I did. Little sand.
Some
So
nice spalting in that piece, Paul.
there is. That's a nice piece of timber. The cut's lovely too.
And Michael McEwen's just come in. He's just stopping in to say hello. Yeah, Lucy's saying it's hard to hold it down, to physically hold it down to get the medicine in. I can imagine.
So I'm happy enough with the shape. Just need to refine that. Kind of a cove. I'll just use a round nose scraper to just shape that a wee bit better. It's quite tight at the beginning there with the spindle gouge. Just want to refine it a wee bit before sand it. That looks all right. Happy enough with that. Just a wee line there. Just notice it.
Michael's saying he can't stay. He's on the way to the museum with the grandkids.
I can watch it later. Okay. Happy enough with that. Maybe take that tannin off that or make it a recess for I want to turn it around so I don't have anything to take off. I think I will. Just undercut that as well.
And Brian's just said, Michael had said he's taking the grandkids to the museum. And Brian said, "Be careful in those museums, especially at night. He's seen the movie."
So I'll just take a wee nub off. Parting tool. It's a wee bit high. Just form a wee dovetail on the inside. Just because we're going to leave that as it is, we'll just put a couple of wee lines in it and make it look better. So that's ready for sanding. So we'll get the sanding station over and we'll get that sorted out. And it shouldn't take too long to sand this piece. There's very little, no torn grain at all on it, I can see. So we get the extraction on.
There's been a couple of things about Lucy trying to get medicine into Keziah, and she said she gives her a bit of chocolate afterwards. And Toda said,
That's bravery.
Yeah, Toda said chocolate is good for arthritis, or so he tells himself. And Brian said chocolate is a great medicine. In fact, I may have a bar of dairy milk in the fridge. Oh, sorry, it's great inventive. I may have a bar of dairy milk in the fridge. Now, do I need any medicine? And Lucy is eating an iced apple donut from her local baker. Andy the Valley Woodturner has said Asbac is a good medicine. Yeah, I've got to agree with Andy on that one. If anybody doesn't know what Asbac is, it's a German brandy. Brian said he missed what timber it is. It looked up. I'm not too sure. It looks like spalted beech to me, Brian.
It looks like beech to me.
Especially if you looked at the when Paul was cleaning the bottom off, the grain that was on the bottom there as he was putting the mortise in, that definitely looks like beech.
As I said, I was laying on my wood pile and it's been there for a while. And it didn't look too healthy on the outside until I started cutting bits off it. That's why I was scared of it. The cracks in it, the were in it. I didn't know what way it disappear or not, but it did.
Yeah, Brian said it's a bit white looking. Could just be the light. Yeah, I think it is just a bit bleached out with the lights, Brian.
You'll see when I get a finish on it. That's the only bit that's spalted, just there. The rest of it's all spalted. Yeah, just that one clear piece there.
And Brian saying that's a good shape, Paul. Yeah, I totally agree, Brian. And Paul Hunter said, yes, it's a very pleasing shape.
Just want to check it before we move on to C20. It looks all right to me.
And Paul has also said that you made it look so easy.
It is easy. You just you turn the wood away and you get this piece of art in front of you.
Mind you, I've got to say that Paul did have this, had the design drawn out on the blank before he started, so he basically knew where he was going to.
Yeah, but I turned it all off. Right, so we're up to C20 here, and that should be.
And Lucy has said it's very easy on the eyes. Yeah, I agree with that as well, Lucy. Lucy said it's got all the curves in all the right places. There you go.
Thank you.
I don't know if she was talking about the bowl or you, Paul.
Well, plenty of curves. Right, that was 400, so that's the sanding done. I'll just give it a wee clean up with the meth, just to clean all that dust off, or apply the sand sealer.
Yeah, Lucy said we all have plenty of curves, just not necessarily in the right places. What Paul has said about the curves, so did my wife 30 years ago. I hope she's not watching. Derek Weston said, Lucy, you can't be an earworm and eat iced apple donuts. So start earworming and send me the donuts.
Right, we'll apply some sand sealer to this and see what happens with the color.
Oh, that's starting to pop now. Paul said about his wife again, I know she's sat next to me, his eyesight's gone the same way. Oh, dear me.
Right, I'll just give that a wee taste.
Beautiful spalting in that.
It's pity it wasn't on that bit as well. That's the only bit.
Yeah, it's a shame it's not all the way through, but yeah, Paul Hunter's saying when you show it, put that bit against the wall.
What bit?
The plain bit. Put that
Oh
at the
yeah,
back when you're
yeah.
showing it. Yeah.
Give it another coat of wax when we get the inside finished.
Well, it looks like
Give it a
Lucy's
chance.
finished her donut now.
Just want to clean that recess up a wee bit of wax in it.
Change the camera, Paul.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to just clean the wax off that. Okay, so we're going to turn it around and see what sort of noise it makes. We're going to take the rest of this out.
Now, to some of you, it might look like there's a lot of torn grain on the bottom there. It isn't. It's just the grain of the wood.
Yeah.
Which looks gorgeous, I've got to say.
Oh no, it don't fit. Yeah. Easy fixed. Just a wee bit too tight with my size there.
Better too tight than too loose. Yeah, Gav said it looks like lacewood.
It does look a wee bit loose wood, but I can't see where I was given this, and I don't think it was. Anybody would have given me lace wood. It's very deceiving. Good.
I don't know if
Be
that's
anything.
just some of the. I don't know if that's just some of the spalting coming through on the bottom.
It could be anything.
See, because you've got that plain bit to the side of it as well, even on the base.
Yeah, when you look at that bit there, it's more of a plain. There's no spalting or no pattern to it like that. Anyway, who cares? It's just a wee bit of wood. I'll just bring the tail stack up just to make sure that's centered right. Just loosen that again and then just tighten it up. Remember to go the right way, Paul. That's a recess, not a tenon. Just don't go too tight, or it'll go bang. Right. We'll have to take the tailstock away. This is where the fun begins usually. See what way it's behaving. I'll turn the speed down. We'll see what's running like. That's getting quite true.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Right. Just drop that a wee bit. Okay. So we'll take some of this away. I'll put all the pressure towards the headstock. This is the way I wanted to take most of this out, because as you can see, there's very little here, and go in the whole bowl to take it out, but put a whole lot of pressure on this, and there's more of a chance of coming out of the chuck. Just stop that and clear the shavings out. There's quite a bit. There's quite a bit in it. Oh dear. And if you let that go, that can make the bowl explode too. If there's any weakness in it at all, too much build up.
Yeah, Brian said it's a nest.
A nest?
With all the shavings in there, just waiting for a bird coming in. And Gav said that's turning like a dream.
I wish I had some more of it. That was the last bit of it. Okay, just clear the shavings out again. So I'll start. Just easy wee cuts, because you don't want to rock the boat a wee bit and have it come off.
You're sitting with 33 watching at the moment, Paul.
Oh, very good. Shavings out again. Oh, that was nearly wee. Like a. Right, I'm really down to my bottom here for thickness. The thicker end is just there where that circle is. So I need to clean that up just to there, and then we'll take another wee bit out of that. So I think I'll use a scraper to do that, because
Right, Gav's having to go. He's saying thanks for the live poll. Bye, everyone. See you, Gav.
Okay, Gav. All the best. Where's my paper?
Mike Evans has just come in, just saying sorry he's late. Just returned from holiday in Italy. Very nice, Mike. I hope you had a good time.
Still a wee bit low. That's how we feel to see how that is. Yeah, that's. Don't want to take any more out of that. I'll be through the wall.
Derek Weston is asking you a question, Paul.
Yeah.
What angle do you grind your bull gouges to?
45.
45, same as me.
Yeah, with a swept back wing.
Yeah. I don't have as much as a swept back, but I still do mine at 45.
They're all at 45. And I've got a bull gouge at 40. I just let you down on I've got a steep curve there. Right, let's just stop that and have a wee clean out. Just use a scraper to come around the bottom of that. It just needs cleaned out. That way you can just see the rimming as we circle there. Clean it straight across the bottom, and that'll.
Yeah, Brian said most of his are at 45 with one at 60. Most of mine are at 45, but I have one. And I'm not too sure what angle it is, tell you the truth, but it's what they call a traditional grind, which in America they call a bottom feeder, which is just to clean off the bottom of bulls. Deep bulls, that is.
Yeah. Well, that's hunky dory. That's that. Wasn't too hard after all. I think that the business of taking most of the wood out from that before we turned it round and leaving that thin stem on it, it would have been a bit more trouble.
It probably would. You would have gotten a lot more vibration. Malcolm has said that his 45 too, but a couple are swept back.
Right. We'll get this sanded up.
And Alex has said that's looking a lovely bull. Yeah, I agree, Alex. It is.
It's a good idea. Just check before you move on with the grits to make sure there's no more lines left in it. You don't have to go back on being sand it. So if it needs more attention with another grit, just do it now, and then you can be sure it's okay before you move on. I'm out of power. I need a battery. Oh, no.
Are you taking this one up to 400 as well for the inside?
Yeah, I think I will. I'm surprised the way it's sounding. It's sounding very well. So it is. Yeah, 240 make do it. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at 240. It looks fine.
Certainly looking very nice there, Paul.
We'll give it a wee wash out with a taste of methods. Mhm. Oh, come on, get in there. It's very dry. What is? There's a big bottle on the floor.
And Lucy said it's got a gorgeous pattern to it. It certainly has, Lucy. You're right there.
Oh, the camera. I'll just give it a wee.
And Brian is holding his breath, waiting for the finish.
Is he?
He is.
But just give it a wee, just a Yorkshire grit as well. Same, I didn't do it the outside, so we'll just do the inside.
He's probably holding his breath, waiting for Michelle to bring another beer through. That's what he's holding his breath for.
Oh, he doesn't stop holding his breath, he'll fall over. Right, I just take the excess out of that. Dry it off.
Oh, he said, oops, too late. I don't know if that was about falling over or Michelle bringing the beer through.
Right. So we tasted my crystalline wax. I don't use any oils or like that. I like to finish the thing on the day without having to this trouble of knocking it back and applying another coat. Right. We'll give it a few minutes. So see if we can dry it off a wee bit and then clean piece of kitchen towel. I'll just rump the speed up and give it a nice wee buff. Oh, I think that's it.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice.
Oh dear. So there we have it, guys. Wee pedestal bowl. I think it's beach. Could be wrong, but it looks like beach to me.
Roger Kent has put in there thumbs up for Paul.
Yeah,
get in there and put your thumbs up.
I'll just bring you back in, seeing you've done the decency to come in. Where are we? There we are.
There I am. I'm sitting in half darkness tonight. I haven't put the light on, and it's getting a bit dark outside.
I sit in the dark all the time. I just with the TV just going, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, Lucy said that's fantabulous. Andy said nice job, Paul. Anthony Green said yes, that's great. Matt Ibbotson said looks great, Paul. And there's probably going to be a few other comments coming through as well before you finish.
Yeah, that's a nice. I quite like that. I wonder who gave me
Brian's
that timber.
put in excellent ball, Paul. Well turned, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. I just a pity I hadn't got some more of that because I was given that timbered slan out there from a good friend of mine, and he did tell me at the time what it was, but I've a head like a sieve. You just I don't I I don't remember. I don't remember
Yeah,
what it was.
Alex has said it looks like a golden chalice.
Just setting it up there so you can see it. You know,
That is
a big
very nice, I've got
chalice.
to
You know,
say.
plenty of wine in
Yeah,
that.
yeah, plenty of wine
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much, guys, for coming in. And where am I? Facing me. Thanks for very much for coming in. Doug was having to work tonight, so he couldn't do earworm tonight.
Yeah, that's
He had,
really annoying, Doug, getting this part-time job.
yeah, Doug, give it up. You know, you'll be watching this back, and you know, Doug, you don't need a Tuesday night or a Monday night. You can work on any night of the week, but Monday. Oh dear.
He
Anyway,
works on a
thank.
Wednesday, so he can't do mine either.
Is that right? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, for Christ's sake. What was meant to be a part-time job, I'll turn around a full week for him. We see. That's the way it always starts out. Oh, a couple of days here, and then you're in the nights, and then you're on
yeah.
there all week, and then.
And Brian has said, very nice. Fill it with M&Ms for tomorrow. See you then, Paul.
All right, no problem. I will say cheerio, guys, and thank you, Wayne, for coming in
No
and
problems, Paul,
doing that.
anytime.
It's quite lonely on your own when there's nobody talking in your ear, and you're having to
Paul,
squint up at the screen and see what's going on.
Paul's asking if I'm on Wednesday. Yes, I am, Paul. I'm going to be doing an introduction to abstract painting. Abstract painting stuff that I've been doing for years, just as a reminder on how easy it is.
I'll be watching that. I like to do a wee bit of dabbling with the painting myself. You know, I like to try everything and learn something new. Anyway, guys, I'll say good night to me, and Wayne will say cheerio,
Night
and
night.
I'll press this freaking button when I get the mouse over it. Then where the hey, steady. There's one. See, you had to press it twice, and then it takes that long to go off.
To
Good
switch
night,
off.
everyone.
Yeah, I know.
Bye. Bye.